Hello. I do believe that we are live. Hi, Clearmouse.
Good morning, Humbugh.
Good-
How are you doing?
Oh, I am wide awake, happy, and just a happy camper in general. How are you doing, Clearmouse?
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yes, no, I'm doing fantastic. Happy holidays. God Jewel, is that how you say it in Swedish?
Well, pretty much. You got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is about the only amount. You know, I feel like I should be part of European spirit, right? Since this is EU hours.
Oh boy, is this EU hours? This is not NA hours.
Yeah.
Am I right?
No. Contrary to the fact that the ET is not European.
It's not European time. That's weird. Why is that?
You're right.
Why
it
is
should
it
be.
not?
It should be. Yes.
Right?
Very, very interesting set of file names.
I mean, I just had to shout out Nissa.
Yeah, you're right. Of course. Yes, of course. Yes, but yes, welcome in. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, actually, and welcome. And yeah, this is the second run, I believe, of Alex's speedrun Christmas marathon. I think this is like speedrun number 3, the marathon that he's done. So super happy to be here and to be part of this, and of course to watch the one and only Humbugh do put on one of the best runs, I think, of the category. NMG Link to the Past, 100%.
Yep. Are we gonna kick it off? You will have to count me down. I cannot be trusted.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go and go, and I'll start at 3. Okay.
All right. Sure.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Perfect. All right. Yes.
And
This hopefully would look, very familiar to people. This
Hopefully.
is the infamous escape sequence. Everybody who I've ever talked to about this game absolutely loves doing escape. It is, it is one of the most consistent splits that I've seen people do.
Huh? Well, yes.
Yes.
Especially in this run, it's like one of the most consistent for sure. One thing that I just realized the other day was that in this game we do the escape sequence as our first thing.
Yes.
But in Super Metroid, for example.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
It's
That's
just
a very good
reversed.
contrast. Yes. Yeah, especially when we switch up games and stuff. It's like people are talking about, oh yeah, I gotta do escape. I'm like, why are you doing escape at the very edge? Normally, escape is the first thing that you do, right? But yes, it's a different kind of escape. It may be a little bit, as you said, misleading in that normally when you're escaping something, you're trying to get out, right? Here, we're actually breaking in.
We are breaking in and breaking out at the same time, basically.
Yeah, right. So, we're on a daring rescue mission. And yes, for those of you who may also be thinking about Hundo category, I did mention that, well, the name implies is that we are supposed to get 100% of, let's say, like, items, major things.
Yeah.
You did see Humbugh, though, most notably skipping Link's house. Now, this is, of course, a time save for the escape split. No, it's actually not. It's intentional.
It's intentional.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, if you open that, there's a lamp there, but you don't want the lamp until you're in Zelda's cell, and if you just open the chest in Zelda's cell instead, you get the lamp there instead. So it's great. It allows us for slightly easier menuing, and it's just quicker to get the chest in Zelda's cell.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, you might think that, of course, well, the chest is right there in my house.
Right.
I have an urge in order to go open it, but it's actually kind of, you can see, like, on our way out, it's kind of out of the way, right? It's like if you're going outside and you see it is like snowing outside, which of course woke up this morning to a nice white day. But it's like, man, it's like, do I just go out with my normal jacket on and just like just take it, or do I have to go all the way down to my closet in order to go grab a jacket? No.
No. You take the one that is the closest.
We're just going out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though you might freeze, you just take the one that is closest.
That is a minor detail, which I'm sure at this point the Swedes have figured out how to not freeze based on
we use codes.
Where the country is. Link has a very nice coat. What do you think? It's green.
It is looking kind of dapper on him. Yeah.
Yes,
I like it.
Yeah, it's something, by the way, that you hopefully will get used to, and it grows on you, because that is the armor we're gonna see for the vast majority of the game.
Yes.
Couple of maybe like caveats in this case. Those of you maybe who haven't necessarily seen like the entirety of the set of let's say equipment. For example, there's like swords, there's armor, there's even like a boomerang and shield and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So as part of the 100%, we're only requiring the final form, if you will. Like in this case, there's like green mail, which is what we have today. Right now, there's blue mail, and then there's red mail. Now, blue mail is it's pretty out of the way, honestly, for NMG. So we don't necessarily require it. We just kind of have, once you in this case finish the game, see the end credits and the screenshots and whatever, you just need to see the red mail in this case. Which means a Humbugh will have to freeze a little bit extra longer.
I will.
Between, in this case, when he could have gotten the blue mail and he gets the red mail, but he's a champ. How long have you been in Sweden? Humbugh, entire life?
Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah. Steve.
Yeah. So I'm very used to the climate over here for sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not sure how used Link is though, but who
Link,
cares about him? Really?
Has been exactly. I mean, like he's got. Somehow you lost a whole heart, lost a third of your life in this escape sequence. Zelda is very fragile. You have to make sure that you protect her at all costs.
Yeah, I didn't lose them to the cold. There were sticky guards.
Yeah, those guys are jerks.
They are.
So it's right, like and they're trying to for some reason protect. I don't know the rats. You know, if the guards are there,
they aren't protecting the rats.
I am
Clearmouse. They aren't protecting the rats. If anything, they're protecting the rest of the castle from the rats. They're just doing a bad job.
Okay. I have never known minions of any like evil corporation to be incompetent. That's why
No.
Minions.
No. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure. They just hide everything in plain sight, or they give you something and then, for some reason, they just let you use that immediately to get to the next person.
Yes.
Nice RNG.
Speaking of rats, that was actually the key rat specifically was actually quite friendly.
That was very friendly.
He travels to another somewhat, let's say, like less warm place called Seattle, which
up
yes,
left.
is
That is up left.
Up left, yeah. But this one, it was more like the Midwest. It's more like, I guess, like American. It's much closer, exactly, to us. All right. Well, we have made it out of this. We have rescued.
Rescued the maiden.
Our princess. Yes. That's right. She's the real maiden.
Yes.
Don't get fooled by any other potential future decoys.
Incels.
Of maidens that might show up. Yes.
But yeah,
we just have,
what,
of course. Yeah.
What? Oops, I forgot what I was doing. What Clearmouse was mentioning before was that we only require like the last upgrade of an item, and like that's true for like the swords and the mails and the shields, for example. Like we don't need the red shield. But it's also true for the boomerang, which you also mentioned. And that's why I skipped the chest in Harald Castle, which has the blue boomerang.
Ah, yes.
Technically,
yes.
blue boomerang is nice. Like we use it in NMG any %. But in Hundo, we don't want that because it's a pain to get the red boomerang if you grab the blue one. But if you don't grab the blue one, it's very easy to get the red one. And we only care about that. So.
Yeah. I mean, if this game wasn't like there's some like little microcosms of good things come to those who wait, right? Or like delayed gratification.
Yes.
This is an excellent demonstration that we don't actually need, let's say, the blue boomerang. It's nice to have. However, if we take out patience is a virtue, then we will be vastly rewarded. You know, it's just like when you actually go to Waterfall Ferry, and then you throw in like some random item, and then the fairy asks you like, were you the one who threw this in? And you answer honestly, as like it was, then you get rewarded.
Yes.
It's very nice.
I just golded that overworld, by the way.
Yes.
Yes, we just golded out Eastern Palace overworld.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's a split that is 1 minute and 8 seconds long, so it's not a major part of the game, but we did gold it anyway.
for something like Hundo, you're right. Like for something like Hundo, which I think is I don't what is the estimate? Like hour 50, maybe. What I see your time is 143, 144 ish.
Yes, but I put the estimate down
so
at 2 hours just to account for potential 81 chests.
yes,
You know.
Yes. So of course, especially for this particular category, there can be a little bit of volatility.
A
with
little
RNG.
bit of volatility. Yeah.
Look,
just
it's
a
early.
teeny
Okay,
tiny
I need to convince myself at 7 a.m. that you are not gonna spend like 10 minutes opening up chests in chess games.
You can just go get another coffee at that point, I think.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be particularly interesting anyway. So, where's my red rupee?
Yes. Speaking of money, I hope you got some nice. The popos are not being very generous.
They are not. This one is going to get it. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't even on the red. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Do they not understand the whole holiday spirit? It doesn't end after Christmas, right? Like
it does not.
Yeah, it extends all the way like through New Year's. Ideally, the whole holiday spirit would spend a little bit longer, but everyone's like back to work basically.
Yeah.
And
we
kind of end up forgetting the whole time.
Right. We apparently need to actually earn our holidays for some reason. Should have done that.
Oh, slash.
No, yeah, that was fine.
Okay. It's okay.
It worked. It worked.
Those of you who also might notice, in this case, Humbugh, when he was doing like Eastern Palace Overworld, there was no saving quitting.
No saving.
That is a valid thing that does exist, like a mechanic in the game. However, for this category, we do not use that mechanic in any way, shape, or form. Well, with maybe the exception, I think it's like if you hit a big flipper or something, then you're allowed to use it to help you kind of reset your time.
Yes.
But other than that, like it's supposed to be meant to be just like one smooth walk. We're gonna run soon. Don't worry.
We will run in just a minute.
Yes. Actually, yeah, literally just about 1 minute. Take care of our very first official dungeon pendant boss.
Screw that wall in particular, by the way. We don't need that arrow. It's fine. I'm not going to use any more arrows in the entire game anyway.
Oh, what? No, you can't. You can't say this so early.
So the next boss that is coming up is Clearmouse's favorite boss of the game.
Yes.
If it's performed in the way that she wants it to be.
Is there another weapon that you?
I can go get the ice rod.
Is this how we extend the estimate by 10 minutes?
I'm not gonna go get the ice rod, I promise. Well, I will eventually, but not right now.
Yes. Yeah. All right. We're gonna stick to the plan. I think the Hundo route. I did see maybe some like murmurings of people like maybe every once in a while kind of tweaking this route.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part it's pretty stable.
It is. Right? Like the way you can tweak it is to maybe avoid what I just did right there was to get some rupees and some bombs. You can tweak that by instead getting rupees from tree pools and bombs elsewhere later. But this is the fastest way, as far as I know. Because we want the bombs for what we're gonna do after the next dungeon that we do. Because we're gonna do some pit stops on the way for some hard pieces that require bombs.
Yeah, and think right. So I was just gonna mention, like for the most part, the escape sequence and like Eastern first, basically the first, let's say like 10 to 15 minutes, kind of look the same as in Hundo, as it does most other categories, like any percent. With a few minor exceptions, of course, right? Like we didn't get boomerang chests, for example, right? You pick that up in any percent. But for the most part, like the Saha rupees and bombs. Also, like I think, as you said, like that's also like something that's very slightly different, but for the most part, the macro routes look the same.
Yeah.
So let's go to Eastern, go get our boots. That's like the most important thing that we have to do.
Yes.
In basically the entirety of the run, because you get boots for about you're boostless for about 11 minutes. And then we also see Humbugh using the boots. This is what Japanese 1.0 exclusive version is the spin speed. So normally you see kind of him doing all this stuff like you gotta charge up his dash, which is about half a second, and then you can and then you can run in one direction.
Yeah.
And then if you switch direction, you gotta reroute your dash. But then if you do spin speed, like you did outside of like Saha, outside of like Tor's library, you can change directions. Basically anytime you have this.
And just run in whatever direction you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And of course, in a speed run, we are interested in saving as much time as possible. The boots are quite amenable for that cause.
Boots is the most important item in the game.
That's right. Any time where, let's say if you do, let's say random spoiler, that should be your very first priority.
Yes.
In fact, I believe job security is hinged on getting the boots. So if you delay them for too long, your runner might fire you, and then for other runners who are, let's say, less strict about about their standards.
There are even some runners who really want the boots to show up early, and they just make presets for that specific version of the game, but that's another thing entirely. Alright. Am I gonna go for the chest turn, Clearmouse?
Of course.
Okay. Then we will try.
You have to.
I will have to, okay. So it's a frame perfect trick where I press down an A at the same frame, at the correct frame, to open a chest and turn at the same time. It saves one frame. Oh.
Very, very close.
Very close. I didn't bonk, which is a plus. But it saves exactly one frame. So it's not...
One frame.
It's one frame. But it also saves, like... It gives vitality. In a way.
That's right. That's right. It's more of like a morale boost, right?
For sure. I'm gonna grab this rupee here. I want to be at least 109 after Desert. Well, after Light World or before Castle Tower specifically. I want to be at 109. I was at 106. That could have worked out anyway, but it depends on drops, and I don't want to give that away to RNG, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and normally, even for a run like this, the category, this game in general has been pretty well optimized in terms of like resources, and there hasn't really been too much, like reliance on, in this case, like rupee RNG, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think even for like any percent, you probably need something like 4 or 5 rupees, 4 to 6. Drop somewhere, and it's fairly generous. Right?
Right. Yeah. You will very rarely get screwed over by RNG, by money RNG. Like drop.
Yeah, don't worry. There's plenty of other RNG to screw you over.
Well, okay, I could have skipped the pod, but oh well. More money is good. Like it's not a bad thing.
More money is good.
Have.
Someone pin that.
You heard it here first.
Right.
All right, Clearmouse, are you ready?
Whole, like, breathing. Yes, I'm ready.
You are ready?
Ready
okay. All right.
Yes, with the correct emote, the bow, weapon. All right, this is probably arguably, like, memes aside, the bow is the best weapon to use for this fight, and it's actually like a very one of the higher, more difficulty bosses of the game. You guys see that kind of in contrast. We did Armos. Humbugh did a very nice job doing a quick kill. The Armos patterns are fixed versus like Lamos, which is pretty so close. Decent job. After the first
come
of the cycle, it's less predictable.
Yes.
Still, well done. You have 11 full arrows left. That is
I do.
Like 11 more than what you need. Actually, what's the number of arrows you need? Ideally, like to have post Lamos.
Ideally, as many as you can possibly get, but the minimum amount is like you spend 2 in that room. I think you want like 7, maybe 6.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so a little bit lower, right? Than I
Yes.
guess NMG.
Yeah, a bit,
Oh,
because
I
you because it's like you will get more arrows after pod, regardless, and you will have silver arrows for GT. Like if you don't have much arrows after Mire, that's completely fine, because you will have silvers anyway. But you just need arrows for pod specifically.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's kind of actually pretty nice. Then
It's very nice. It's
relaxed.
very yeah. It's way more relaxed, and like since we are gonna do chest game probably multiple times, we might just get arrows luckily in there. So you cannot bank on it, but it might happen. Like it.
Banking on chest game. I see what you did there. Get funny. Yes.
You're welcome. No, I didn't want to do that. Hey, we got it anyway. Let's go.
Yes. Very nice, actually.
Yeah. There's a setup there
Right, yes.
to get the fake flipper. Maybe an explanation of what the fake flipper is in order.
Yes. So what Humbugh is we do not have the real flip. There's no official like tracker or anything. Humbugh probably is gonna pause anytime soon, but if just trust us that we didn't actually pick it up yet. We only picked up the red boots, not the blue flippers. So we're not actually allowed to swim quite yet. The flippers are a very expensive purchase that we cannot afford right now. And so what Humbugh did is the fake flipper, which the game mechanic on if you transition the screen, which is kind of what Humbugh did there, on the same frame, and you land in the water, the game is not fast enough to catch that you don't actually have flippers yet. Like, it doesn't do the check until one frame later. So you're like, oh, okay. If you just do it on the same one and then land in the water, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Now, of course, with great flippers fake flippering comes great responsibility. You cannot get hit whatsoever because the game, you're kind of already there, somewhat like covertly, trying to like trick the game. But if you end up getting like caught, let's say you get hit or something by an enemy, the game is not happy. You get pretty omega punished.
What is this dead drop doing?
He is saying hi. He is the paparazzi. Okay, well, good thing we didn't go in that door.
Alright,
Is it ever worth it out of curiosity to go into that door and like get a heal if you for some reason get like completely destroyed in that tiny little like section?
Potentially in any percent.
No, but here you're right.
Well, that went well. I was gonna go for it once. I will try the hover. I will go for the Moldor hover in the end of the game. But yeah, I did that five times in a row warming up. So yeah, that's why it didn't work now.
You see, this is why practicing is illegal. Has no one ever told you that?
Right. People have told me that, but I have ignored the advice.
Yeah. Okay. So I see where the breakdown has occurred. So you've been told the correct information. You just have not followed through. Yes. I do understand now why, in this case, you said that we don't have to go talk to the old man like ever.
Yep.
Talking to the old man does give you a free heal, but however, this is hundo, 100%, which means we're getting all of the, well, in this case, inventory, which includes health, and that is our 4th heart piece.
That is our 4th.
Heart pieces themselves they don't actually refill your health, but the full container does. So that's a quite nice little boost before we end up going into Hera.
Yeah, that's another good thing about Hundo, in my opinion, anyway, is that you always enter Hera with 6 out of 7 hearts. No matter how much damage you take on the mountain, unless you die, of course. But in like normal, any percent NMG, you can enter this dungeon on 1 heart, and it's terrifying.
Yes.
You will probably guaranteedly die. But in Hundo, you don't have to. Coffee break.
Yes, definitely get yourself a bit of a beverage. we only do one tile room in this category, correct? We do not have to do the GT.
We do not have to do the GT. No, the TR one. That's a good meme category. Fast, like the TR tile room percent. I like that.
Yeah.
Why haven't we done that?
You're right. We should get the community together and come up with more of these categories. There's some good like game design from the game. So like tile rooms certainly yes are not the most popular, but it does kind of give you a sense of well, again, patience is a virtue. So we waited for this entire time to go get the very important big key. Which, as we noticed, going through the dungeons, we got the bow in Eastern Palace, which is a very formidable upgrade weapon for us. Now, of course, certainly very necessary because certain enemies can only be killed with a bow. We got a power glove, which gave us access, of course, to the mountain, of course, the rest of the stuff. And now we're gonna go get. We do see Link in well, a pink bunny form.
Pink
up
bunny.
on the mountain. And that's right, yeah. And we can't really do very much as a bunny. I believe actually the lore is that Link actually is somewhat of a coward, despite having the Pendant of Courage. And so that's why his Dark World form that he transforms into is actually a bunny, because he needs more encouragement from the rest of us.
I don't get that. Are bunnies like generally?
They're a little like shy and you're a little like jumpy, right? Like bunnies are.
I think bunnies have courage, don't they?
Maybe like the ones from Monty Python that are like.
Oh yeah, right. Maybe I shouldn't model the bunnies out of that one in my head. That's a good point. Okay, Moldorm. Where are we going?
Okay, nowhere apparently. Okay. Yeah, you decided to just camp out a little bit on the left side.
I'm not gonna go over there. Seems dangerous.
He also wanted to stay in bed a little bit longer.
Yeah. Where did I hear that before?
You know, he's not in Sweden, okay? He's somewhere on the
Oh yeah. He's on the he's on the east coast of North America.
Okay, we have gotten our pearl. We have gotten our last pendant. Which you see that we picked up all 3 pendants.
Ooh,
and those of you who might be interested in seeing what the 3 pendants yield, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Don't let, by the way, what Humbugh splits spoil you when it specifically says Master Sword. You don't have to read that part.
No, that there's no point in that. Not that that's visible on the stream anyway, but yes. Or is it? No.
No.
It's only visible on my stream.
Alright. Yes, and although, don't worry, we were coming back to that mushroom.
Yeah, I just wanted to lick it first.
Afterwards.
Wanted to give it a little kiss before I grab it on the way back.
There were other implications of mushrooms and causing some other effects if you lick a mushroom. I'm of course talking about Link's Awakening. Okay, when you see Talon, is that what it is? Yes, he turns into a raccoon. That's what you were referring to.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course I was. I do not remember a thing about that game, by the way. But yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we have a Master Sword.
Now, actually, as a kid, I really actually never wanted to pull Master Sword. Not because I didn't like the sword upgrade, but the Lost Woods music.
I know, right?
It was one of the best tracks.
I know. I thought the exact same thing.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. And Humbugh did not get bamboozled or ambushed by. There was like a bush bomb. Those are kind of dangerous. We still want sword beams and everything, right? Like we need full health and all that going into Castle Tower. Okay. Yeah. So these are some things. I think probably the most dangerous thing that can lurk under those bushes or grass is guards, because those are
or bombs or like landmines. Yeah. I did get the mushroom, didn't I?
Yes, yes,
Good,
you did
good,
in fact get the mushroom.
Phew.
Yes. You're not a raccoon.
Yet.
We will turn that in. Yeah, yet. Yeah, right.
Lag.
Yeah.
You want as few
these.
drops in the grass there as possible to reduce the lag as much as you can, basically.
Yeah, just in this case, again, you can't really get, let's say, like screwed over by this drop RNG, but you get a little bit punished, right?
Yes.
It's something that you really can't control, but you just gotta kind of incur the time loss.
Yeah.
Of all the RNGs that are out there, it's probably not so bad. We are also starting now the Castle Tower or Aghanim's Tower climb. One of the more, let's say, like classic execution heavy.
It's fairly technical, yeah.
And so just see in this case that there's some more subtle things that Humbugh does when he disperses the enemies. So those gold ball and chain guards are very sturdy, and so we use a combination of arrows and sword spins, right, to try and maximize the amount of damage we do. For the blue guards, you actually see that Humbugh tried to kill them while he was dashing. There's some more subtleties to this, but in this case, we still talk about drops and potential prize packs. Those guards are in, we don't want them to drop anything. If you kill anything while dashing, it does not advance the prize pack. So it's something that people have figured out, and so we can try and basically manipulate these drops so we can use them or get them in more let's say dangerous situations where let's say we're in Trigger Rock, speaking of, on still green mail, but past the point where we could have gotten blue mail, and then now there are games like, oh well, you should have blue mail by now. We're just gonna dial up the damage for like by half because armor halves your damage. But we don't have that luxury, so ideally
we do not
have a little bit of safety.
We want some extra safety in Total Rock. Everything hurts so bad in that dungeon, so just being able to get a heal halfway through. Yep. That was sad.
I was gonna say this split.
Yeah, that was a good castle tower.
Until Catwalk, which is a little unfortunate. It was actually quite well executed.
Yeah, it went well. All right, blue balls. I can get it is something I can get any number of blue balls between 0 and 15. I want as few as possible. 3 is the most likely, basically.
Up to 15, right? Is that
up
what
to
they
15.
Said?
Yeah.
15, yes. All right. Hopefully, again, now this is a marathon. We would like to not sit here for things that are out of our control that take forever. As we get a blue ball in the second shot. Yeah. Not necessarily.
It's not 50.
Right. We're safe from 15.
Yep. Nissan's guess of 13 might still happen, by the way. I do realize I didn't answer the question in chat earlier. How long I've been doing NMG? I have done NMG. I want to say since like 2020.
Okay.
I found out about speedrunning like in 2018, I think, and then I entered this game through the randomizer, the competitive randomizer scene. So I haven't been doing NMG as long as I've been playing the game.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask, because you come from the rando scene. I think like many people did.
Yeah. I, just like so many others, saw a certain race on GDQ, and got like fell in love with that specific way of playing the game. Also, nice 7 blue balls.
Yeah, Alex is getting he's pretty getting close.
Yep.
Yeah, this is maybe not necessarily like if you were trying to do PB attempts for this particular run. This may not have lasted even this long.
No. I mean, if I were doing PB attempts, I probably wouldn't have hovered Spec Rock because it's too volatile and it saves what 4 5 seconds maybe, if you do well. And but it loses 30, 35 if you fail.
I thought that was what you're supposed to do in speedrunning, right? Like, save frames, lose minutes? Is that how it works?
Yep, that is how it works, indeed. Alright, we are in the dark world.
We are in the dark world, not as a bunny.
Because
Also, if you come from the rando world, and you have to, you're thinking about maybe you're going to do, okay, those guys were jerks, forget them. They are Ganon's well-paid minions.
As far as I know, there's no way to, like, know where they're going. Apart from, like, standing there watching them, but that just takes time.
Yeah. You just kind of hope. This is why we actually have a bunch of... Okay, not the only reason, of course, why we have all this extra health. Because that's part of the category. But it certainly does help.
It does.
Kind of buffer,
yes.
in this case, any unforeseeable circumstances.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have a bit of a freelancer, entrepreneur, if you will. Kiki is your monkey tour guide that can communicate to you, and he lures you in by saying, like, hey, I can show you around for 10 rupees, and then you kind of walk into, well, his...
lair.
His lair, yes, and then he's like, oh, by the way, you want me to open this for you? 100 rupees, please.
Another 100, yeah. An extortionist.
Yeah, and if you get hit while having Kiki, he runs away, and then you have to go get him again for another 10 rupees.
So
don't, part of the big reason.
Don't get it.
Yeah, don't get hit.
Don't get it.
Yeah. So part of the reason, of course, for this category is that Humbugh was talking about. I want at least 100 and whatever rupees before this. Yeah, it's to really just pay off Kiki. That shooter was great, by the way.
Yeah, I dropped down too far to the right. That's why it hit me. So it was my fault. It was his fault. It was my fault.
Yeah, fun fact about Kiki as well. If you don't have enough money, he also won't open the door, and then he'll also run away, and then you have to go get 10 more rupees in order to go pick him up again. So it's almost like it's like if you have a late, it's almost like a late payment fee on a credit card. Or it's like not only do you go get the actual money because you don't have it, you have to go and like pay this extra thing because you didn't have the money to begin with.
Yep.
Palace of Darkness is the first Dark World dungeon, and this is where after Castle Tower, for very aptly called Dark World, things get a little bit, well, darker, but also the difficulty level ramps up pretty significantly. Like, it's not like that necessarily like Light War bosses are considered like easy, but the Dark World ones are definitely pretty substantially harder than what we've kind of seen before. Everything in this case we saw, like all the moblins do 2 hearts of damage per thing. Humbugh didn't get hit by the snapdragons, which do 3 hearts of damage. Most things in this dungeon do 1 heart of damage, as opposed to like the half or whatever it is we've seen previously. Also, very nice hammer, by the way. That is not the developer intended path to the big chest. It is not. Hammer. However, it is the intended method to get this in this category.
Yeah, you don't want to spend time in this dungeon to just gather all the keys, because that's basically the gimmick of this dungeon, is that there are a bunch of keys, and you have to choose the right doors to open. So, but you can just ignore most of the keys by doing that.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of knowing where all the items are.
Yeah.
So you can try and plan around and optimize. And yeah, as Humbugh has said, there are like scattered keys that we like past that bridge, the falling bridge thing. There's like a compass back there. There's also a small key back there as well. We can go get that one and then open, let's say, like the top locked door, and then walk in the other way. But it is not amenable to saving time. That actually takes quite a bit of extra investment. Versus if you can just do what is it, 2 pixel perfect lineups?
2 pixel perfects, yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We
one
can
for the
in
bomb
fact
and one
use
for
our
for the elf.
Look at all this rupee. Look at all this cash.
I just leave them.
We just can't pick up. I know. We just can't pick up. Alright, and speaking of, so maybe this is a little bit easier in Humbugh because we have more health. Facing the first Dark World boss, which is Humbugh, and this is, especially in any percent, this is a very common run killer. One of the reasons why people like to pick up Senkart was at the very beginning of the game after escape, to try and give ourselves just a little bit extra buffer in order if we could take an extra hit. Again, everything does 2 hearts.
Yep.
But for Humbugh, we have what, 2 extra hearts coming in?
Well,
Same
yeah, 2 extra. 2 extra. But a lot of like NMG, NA% runs also include the Sank card for safety for this boss in particular. Since it puts you at that extra heart puts you at 7, and this boss does 2 hearts of damage for every hit. That extra heart basically counts as 2 in this boss fight.
Yeah.
Math.
Multiples. We try not to use too much math because again, it's kind of early. But Humbugh.
It's never too early for math. Okay. The first run of this marathon was multiplication. Okay.
Do we have to go up from there?
Yeah.
Can we go back to addition first?
Well, it was also addition and subtraction and division. Right? Yeah, it was division as well.
Oh, well, we're doing modulus here, right? Because we want slightly that's slightly higher than even number. Yeah, 6 hearts in this case is pretty much the same as 5 hearts because again, if everything does 2 hearts of damage, that extra heart won't do anything. But if you get to 7, right?
That's huge.
That's where the extra buffer comes in. And yeah, actually, Jay Sanchez, I believe actually Nintendo Power. This might just be like a US only thing, but it was a magazine that Nintendo actually did put out, I think, on a monthly basis or something, and there was a guide for Link to the Past, and I believe the guide actually did say that you're supposed to use bombs in order to break off Humbugh Pass. Even though, like, if you've been conditioned by any Zelda game, and again, sorry, not that like bombs are wrong or anything, because I thought it was kind of an interesting mechanic, but all the other conditions that you've had, right? Oh, you get whatever you get in the big chest, you're going to use for the next thing of the dungeon, right? Or the next part of the game. So you got the bow, use it for Eastern, you get the glove, and then you get the hammer. You're like, oh fuck, okay, let me see in this case if the hammer works.
In basically every boss of this game, you want to use the item you get in the dungeon, at least sort of early.
I think the hammer is still faster than 5 bombs, right? Like, resources set aside.
Yes, I think, like, but it depends on whether you want to menu or not. Like in Rando, when we use quick swap, yes. You can do it faster, but not in this.
That's actually a good point. Yeah. I did forget about, yes, whenever you want to menu, that actually costs. Every menu is what, like 1 second? When you menu screens, you have to menu twice, I guess, in this case. Like once on bombs and then once off bombs.
Alright, we are coming up on a RNG fest.
Good that we picked up all this extra money, by the way. It's very necessary. Now, we do need, just like any other, well, let's say startup business venture, we do need a little bit of extra capital, just in case, to weather the bad times. Yes. And it is also like any, hopefully profitable venture, we are going to make some of our money back, have that revenue sustain us for at least foreseeable other, let's say, business ventures that we end up continuing onwards for. As you can see, don't worry about if you can't read Japanese. You just need to keep paying attention to the numbers. Math is a universal language, so we need 80 rupees in order to pay for this. You see a little countdown doing. We are looking for a heart piece. That is the main prize of this. No guarantees, of course, if you end up getting it. But we do see some nice return on our investment, at least initially. Some red rupees in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, we're already past like the 3-0 whatever that we had earlier, so this is quite good. However, That
No
being
heart
said,
piece.
we lack a heart piece. Yeah, so we will have to try again. And this is where some potential volatility, let's say,
Yeah.
can occur. And this is probably the worst one, honestly, just
This
because
is the
you
worst
can
one,
dig
yeah.
for, yeah.
Every
dig for 30,
attempt
40
takes
dig.
like 40 seconds or something. So
Yeah. You kind of hope that also, like, on your attempt, the heart piece shows up earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like a fixed, like, it's just all random, right?
it's all random.
Every dig is, yeah.
But it can only show up on the 23rd dig or later.
Oh, okay.
And when you get to that point, I think it's a 1 in... Is it a 1 in 32 that it shows up for every dig or something? It's something like that
Talk to me
anyway.
about math.
Yes?
Have we gotten to fractions yet? Is that okay?
Yeah, so this category, like Hundo, is... There are multiple runners that basically never do this, and here's the reason.
Yes, this one specific screen, where they say, okay, third try.
Third try.
Is very,
Third
very
try.
good. Can we beat the timer?
Hey,
Yeah, looks
we
quite
beat the
good.
timer.
We even, again, I got a little bit of extra profit from from our troubles.
I don't hate it. That's good.
Yeah, we can also see again that the Dark World version of anything is just significantly harder and longer than the Light World version, because all you gotta do is get through this very inconspicuously innocent, not dangerous whatsoever screen of Maze Race, and we just get a heart piece for free. We don't have to like go dig up. I don't know how many tries did we take? 3?
3. Yes, that was 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow, you did that screen very well, Humbugh.
That was nice.
Very
Yeah.
good use
of
of the boots.
There's a cursed strategy there where you take intentional damage from the blue guard, and then you get spin speed off the stairs while you're still in iframes, so you can just run through the red guard. But like I said, it's cursed. It's very cursed and very tricky. So I'm not gonna go for that.
Yeah, and this also, again, like, it's only one screen, and it's pretty significantly different from the NMG version, because the NMG version doesn't have to do, like, Dig Game and Maze Race and all these.
Right, you come from
it
the
just
right.
comes from the left, right? Yes, I know, left and right.
Yeah.
Come to the right, and then you just have to go up. You don't have to do anything on that side, so you can just hopefully avoid the whole thing. But yeah, here in this way, because we come from the left, and it's and because and the whole danger, right? We kind of saw earlier when we were here in Kakariko, when we got the book, there were no guards. But when we beat Aghanim, suddenly the Ganon is like, I'm on alert. Let's put all these guards in places that you really shouldn't be going back to for some reason. Because is there something to protect over here? But yes, for some reason, post-Aga Light World there is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I figure they just know where Link has been a lot, and they just put the guards there. He has been in the eastern area. He has been in Kak, probably. So they just put guards there. But
okay.
the that specific red guard is a menace in particular. Talk to the guy. The hell.
What are the words that you will never hear me speak? Talk with this person. I refuse.
Alright, so this is a collect-a-thon, sort of, where we, like, between Dig Game and Chest Game, which is another massive RNG fest, we have to collect a couple of heart pieces, a bottle, the bug net, activate the flute, collect the powder. We just fly around to do some stuff because it's convenient to do it now, since we want to be in Kakariko anyway to then go into the Dark World from here.
And of course, for those of you who maybe is looking to get a couple more safeties, this is a great opportunity to buff up your equipment before, let's say, the rest of the Dark World dungeons, which I won't say like, it's not like linearly harder, but there are dungeons that the difficulty does scale as you go up higher.
It really does. And since we do dungeons sort of out of order, there are some dungeons that are significantly harder than others.
Yeah. And difficulty can be. Okay. Yeah, that screen also, by the way, has also changed. We've never been there. They used to be green guards. Now they're blue guards. Probably because, again, like we pulled the Master Sword. So then the game is like, oh, well, now the green guards died to your sword in one hit, so we gotta fix that. So now they're blue guards. They'll still only die to 2 hits. Speaking of swords, though, one of the reasons why we do things out of order is, again, we know what all of the major prizes are from each dungeon. And the game is, just like any other Zelda game, nice 100, lets you, like, once you kind of get past, let's say, the first X number of things, right? In this case, you get the hammer from Palace of Darkness, that's the first one you're supposed to go to. The rest of the world is kind of open to you. Like, you're supposed to go to Swamp, which is the second chronological dungeon, but you can come here. You're very welcome to just explore the open world. Yep. And this particular dungeon for Thieves Town lets us get a temple sword, which is very, very good for offense. We're so rich, Humbugh. Did you rig this? Like, is this?
No, I would not have rigged it this way.
You can get thrown out of casinos if you spend too much money. They think you're cheating or something. Also, I think I also understand that they may have this policy, is that, like, you can't also take pictures in casinos as well. True. Makes sense, because, yeah, you can't, again, any type of cheating or mechanism that can lead to cheating will be barred. But excellent job. How many attempts is that? Like 6? 7?
I think it was 8.
8? Okay. I'm not good at counting.
Yeah,
same. I know we made a lot of money.
We did make a lot of money. Yeah. We, like, if this was a race, say I was racing someone else, there is like a strategy here where if you can get to 610 rupees in total, which I can easily, I can skip one check. But I'm not going to skip that now because I want to do it for another reason. But that I'd like skipping a chest that gives me 300 rupees. I technically don't need that now because I can get the money elsewhere, but I want to do it for other reasons.
Yeah, Humbugh said earlier, money is good.
Money is good.
We will hold on to that mantra. It's a good motivator for the rest of the game. And life.
And life.
If someone just hands me money,
I mean, you're not gonna say no,
close
right?
My eyes and just accept it, yeah. Yes, but after our very brief, let's say, intermission from dungeons, we are back into Thieves Town, which is the 4th dungeon chronologically, but the second one we end up doing. Because again, this gives us, we'll see in a bit, the upgrade to the power gloves. Couldn't really skip like the first one because that was kind of necessary to get into Dark World, so we're gonna get both of them. But yes, this will let us again do a little mini rescue mission as well. Not quite, I guess, like the royal princess that we've been accustomed to, but a little friend who ended up getting lost in Dark World. And then as a repayment for the low price of 10 rupees, why something just like Kiki, we get an upgraded sword.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about Blind. And I was like, does Blind charge money? That would be rude.
He is a thief. Like, what do you think?
Good point. He is a thief.
Maybe there was, maybe we should have, like, the boss store, right, is locked by, like, pay money or something, right?
Yeah.
By the way, and maidens, do not be fooled by this innocent-looking person. Like, Zelda was in a cell very early on in the game. She kind of looked like this, but she was, like, legit, right? And we saw her, unfortunately, get whisked away into the Dark World, imprisoned by Agnes Castle Tower. This one, though, you gotta be real suspicious of her.
Yeah. She if you take her to the exit, she says, not that way or something. I'm not exactly sure what she says.
Yeah. I think she says like, like you can't take me outside.
Yeah,
or, like,
something like that.
I can't go out with you or something like that. Yeah. She also will not go with you to the attic if you end up going there early.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yes. When I believe the very first time I played this game, and then but it was on the US version. And you know, I picked her up and then talked to her. It's like, can you take me somewhere like that has light?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh, okay, let's just go back outside. So I mirrored from blind cell, went outside, and then she wasn't there.
She was gone.
And then I was so confused. I was so confused as a kid. I was like, but I just did what she told me to do. And then of course you had to eventually figure out that yes, you were supposed to go bomb the thing, and then there's a reason if you actually check the map or the compass, like this is the boss room, right? You're supposed to take her here.
Right. Yeah. That fight is scripted, by the way. If you just do a specific set of movements every time, nothing will ever happen outside of that. So it looks chaotic. It looks like a terrible fight, but it's probably the easiest boss fight in the game.
Okay, I'll remember that. I remember dying to this boss before as a kid.
Okay, as a speedrunner, it's the easiest boss of the game.
Yeah. Once Lancius learn the script, I completely understand. There's also a lot of, I would say, especially for like Humbugh, right? As we're kind of seeing Humbugh slowly kind of amass his wealth, right? Whether it's money, resources, health, equipment, whatever, things get a little bit more, even like psychologically, a little bit easier. Like, oh, I have 12 hearts, right? I mean, regardless of what can go wrong, right? I'm gonna live. And of course, you actually the fact that you can just take a lot of damage, right, can kind of help your confidence, right?
It helps confidence. It also makes certain things a bit faster. Like if you can actually just damage boost through stuff, you can and live to tell the tale. It's a fast strat in some places.
Yeah. And just like bombs and arrows, like health is a resource, which in any percent, you can actually see that kind of being put on display as one of the later, let's say like end game dungeon bosses, among other places, of course. But like that's kind of even more so here in Humbugh because we have like 4 more heart containers at this point than we otherwise normally will have. Yeah,
so,
what am I also expect? Go for Humbugh.
Okay, so this is the second sort of collectathon of the run where we, between Thieves Town and Skullwoods, which is the next dungeon, we grab some stuff that is convenient, and the most important thing we grab probably is the Tempered Sword, which will make us more powerful.
Yes, yeah. The best way, what they say, the best defense is a good offense. Everything just dies, and the more powerful your sword is. So forget actual defense. We just need to kill everything before it kills you.
Yep.
One of the nice things about blind features, if you will, is that you see that the sword ends up not mattering. It always takes 9 hits, regardless of your weapon. Whether it's I can kill with Burna, kill with the Kata Burna that we'll get eventually that we don't have. Even if you happen to come here, let's say you kind of skirt around the whole Master Swords requirement in order to get to Dark World by using glitches, then Fighter Sword will also do the same amount of damage as Master Sword, stuff like that. Hammer also do the same thing. So the sword that we come up here like really doesn't matter when we go kill blind, but the fact that we have a tempered sword now is 3x damage, right? For basically every other boss will be affected by this, so we want to speed things up a bit.
I just realized that I forgot actually to grab a fairy in Thieves Town. It's a safety fairy. It's not required, but I want to have a fairy for Spike Cave in case I screw that up and die in there. And I don't want that to happen since it's a marathon So there are other ways to get a fairy. I will grab one from Skullwoods here instead. That is my plan.
I'm a big fan of going of extra content. Maybe not for speedrunning, but if we do get to see some fairy fountain or so, that guy is all these gold bushes, by the way, that just hide under these bushes. They're just jerks.
They are jerks.
They're just really out there to ruin your day.
Yep.
We are coming up to another namesake chest. Big key chest of Skullwoods. Easiest room in the game.
Easiest room.
Easiest room in the game. It's Humbugh's like a Gibdo whisperer. Like, every single time when someone does a room that you're like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Let me go try it. Because it looks kind of easy, and like, because nothing went wrong, and then you try it, you're like, holy, what happened? Why are all these Gibdos like in my face? Why did I just take 6 hearts of damage?
They hurt.
Yes.
They really hurt. Yeah, there are certain ways of movement in that room that allows it to be way easier than it looks. Or, well, you just said that it did look easy, so... That's why it looks easy, because there's a certain movement that you can do. But if you don't do that movement, the room is terrifying.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the stuff is pretty subtle, unless like as just kind of like a more casual viewer, is that you watch the movement, which looks very, let's say, like natural, very smooth. And you're like, oh yeah, like that they're doing great. Like this is maybe manageable, and then you kind of realize how much practice some of these rooms have gone, and how precise some of the movements actually.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
a lot of it is
part of
very
the elegance
precise.
of this.
For sure. That's like it's a good thing about speedrunning in general. Practice pays off.
Yeah. Whether it's legal or illegal, yes.
Yes.
We gotta stare down that torch a little to intimidate it first. Okay, we did it.
We have a fairy.
We have a fairy, yes. Now, I will say that even though sometimes getting fairies and using the bug net can look a little awkward, I will just say that part of the reason, and it's a testament to how good Humbugh is, he's never had to do that. So, like, he does that in practice, right? Everything else, he's done this, like, a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
He did not look super cooperative, but...
He was not cooperative, no. I think I got a right movement on the conveyor, and Moth moved up left. That was not cool, because it's difficult to catch him. And the game is actually like wrong in that boss fight. So it is like it's. I guess there's no way it can be intended. But like there's a way where you can play the game just normally and end up in that fight and not being able to damage Moth without using the fire rod or hammer. If you get the gold sword, that is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I believe that's an actual bug.
It's an oversight.
Because so the way that the arena worked, right, is that you still have a bunch of spikes, and the spikes can in fact get in Moth's way. But so the game designers were like, well, we can't have just the arena basically doing damage to the boss. Like you're supposed to damage the boss, not the environmental effects. So then like, okay, well, we'll just code Moth to not do damage from spikes. And turns out the gold sword has the exact same coding. So if you slash it, you can't do any damage. I think to like poke it or something, or maybe you just spin it or something different than the actual gold sword slash.
Yeah, maybe if you actually poking might work actually. Oh, that's a good point, because that is another damage table. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's wrong.
I definitely. Yes, it was. this game, I think for how it initially got released, like the amount of things that were not intended to be like is actually quite good, like in terms of like quality.
Oh.
And that was like, is that literally like the worst thing about this game? Like everything else, you try and like kind of beat this game. I mean, try to really exercise like the boundaries of this game, like trying like doing like out of bounds stuff and glitches and trying to like soft lock this. This game is very resilient, so I think they did a very good job.
There's not much that you can do to actually break the game. Sure, you end up in weird places and you might not be able to get out, but to actually just have the game completely break down on you, that's not that easy.
Yeah.
For a game from '91.
Yeah, these games are quite good.
They're very good. Oh, almost a 53. No. That was a very good segment right there.
Yeah. Very good overload. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff, especially when water is involved, can actually be very tricky and difficult in order to get things right. Anytime in this case where, well, we got our flippers, the thing that we fake flippered with, like the thing we wanted to get, they're all we're back in an hour ago or something like that, 15 minutes ago. That now we can actually turn for real. And yeah, anytime like water is involved, like we see Humbugh dashing through shallow water. Water actually slows down your dash. Instead of 4 pixels per frame, it's only 3. And then of course swimming is kind of its own mechanic that if you've ever played almost any other game, swimming mechanics is very difficult to get correctly done. Well optimized, and so everything feels a little clunky and awkward. So you're really trying to avoid that as much as you can. Speaking of non-chronological dungeons, yes, we are here in dungeon number 5.
Right, 5.
Chronological order, yes. I think this is actually the 4th dungeon we've done.
1, 2, 3. Yep, it's the 4th. It's the 4th Dark dungeon. For sure.
Yes. Yeah. So this is where you are intended to get the blue mail. That's like the main dungeon prize of this. And after this dungeon, because the game assumes you've gotten blue mail, says, okay, well, now everything is half damage for you. So we can't clearly have you have
never die.
Yeah, we need to basically make sure that all the other enemies now do twice as much damage to you. Alright, so coming up though for Humbugh, speaking of keeping a couple extra bombs, this is probably one of the most famous Link path sequence breaks, which is the Ice Palace bomb jump. This has been around for, well, I'm sure people discovered this early. I don't know which is more impactful. Like, it's probably this one, right? This one versus Hammer Yum for Pod.
Oh yeah, I mean this saves. Okay, this saves me from actually being able to complete the dungeon. Like, it allows me to complete the dungeon because I don't know how to do it without IPVJ. It's so complicated. Yes. It is so complicated. Oops.
Yeah, the developer intended version of how you're supposed to do this dungeon, I think, requires you to be like, I don't know, you do the dungeon basically like 3 times, right?
Right, you go down, you go up, you go down. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's a lot. The Nintendo Power version of this, it actually goes and tells you to go do Mario first. You make Samaria.
Really?
And then you can form blocks. Yes.
I did not know that.
Form blocks, so you can, instead of getting that block to push to drop down and hit the switch.
That's so good. Spidey face. That's so good. I had no idea.
I mean, as a kid, like, a lot of the speedrunning stuff probably was pretty foreign to me. Like, I just wasn't ever exposed to this, but I didn't know that icebreaker existed. I could be kidding. Okay, everything's fine.
It is fine. It is fine.
Everything's
I missed the shot upwards, so I was late to the charge, and then I got hit from a falling ice block, and shit hit the fan. But it's fine because I have half magic, so I can just use my fire rod. It's fine.
Yeah, Hundo gives you a lot more, I guess, like leeway in terms of survivability.
Yes.
Now, like in terms of speed, right? Obviously, like this is not kind of like you don't really necessarily want to resort to using like half magic, but you do have the option. Yeah. Whereas in any percent, it's like if you miss a shot, or sorry, you get hit by something, your timing's off.
You probably die.
Holster. Yes. Again, like Humbugh, I think she did damage from Holster. I think no, right?
No, yeah, I did. I got hit by 2 icicles. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like, if you just get hit by Holster's puffs, though, that's 4 hearts of damage. Again, they expected you to have blue mail at this point. So then, the game's like, okay, well, 3 clearly is not enough. We need 4. We need more damage.
Yeah, Cold Stare hits hard. Alright. That's unfortunate. So I would
to Meyer then, based on this.
Well, no. I'm just gonna go get. See if I can. Whoa! Farm a heart from the bushes here.
Oh, okay. We're on Spike Cave.
Yep.
A heart. That's a whole fairy.
That's a whole fairy. All right.
Think about the value that we got from this. It's like you asked for only, I don't know, 1 pancake and they give you like a whole breakfast. Alright, everything I think looks good. Yeah, barely. That's right. It's a little tight with 14 hearts. But it is certainly, as you kind of said, Humbugh do this very, very doable.
It's doable. You have to dash precisely when Link takes damage to optimize the dash length until he takes damage again. And if you do that, you can get through with 14 hearts. But 14 is the minimum amount of hearts you need.
Yeah. We unfortunately also do not talk to the pink ball.
We do not talk to the pink ball.
There's some large talk dialogue, which it's a speed run. We don't got time for any of this. We have to talk to the requisite number of people. The maidens that were wrestling in the crystals are requisite. They, in theory, are supposed to tell you what to do to like whatever for the next dungeon.
Yet I only remember them talking like philosophy, like lore and golden land and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember them talking about what actually to do. But maybe you're right. Maybe they did. I might have been too young though.
Well, the first one definitely tells you like, I'll mark the rest of the dungeons for you in the map.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. She does for sure. Yeah. By the way, this.
Don't be concerned. By the way, about that I was gonna say about the chest. We didn't need the other one. I don't remember what they're 20 rupees probably.
It's 20 rupees. Yeah. It's a good safety backup if you don't have enough rupees after chest game. Like that can get you up to, because I still need 100 rupees for the big bomb. So if you are not up to 100 rupees at this point, that is a good backup for that. All right, Misery Meyer.
He like Captain Meyer, Jubilant Meyer.
Nope.
Why is it always Misery?
It's Misery.
Because it's the Dark World. I mean, people can't be happy here.
I imagine that this is like a sewer, and it smells. I think that's why it's miserable.
I see. I do understand. Not a single enemy here is smiling. I will also like to point that all the pots even look kind of frowny because they're just skulls. Yes, but this item that we're getting from the big chest of this dungeon is one of the most unique items. Certainly for this game, but it gives you a lot of mechanics. And if you were running type of like glitched categories or just like to have fun,
this is the thing.
One of the most broken, broken items. That you
it's so broken.
And again, we'll actually see in this case when Humbugh uses the Samaria. You'll see in this case, because they can create blocks out of nothing. You don't have to, like, if you come here first and then do Ice Palace, your life is a whole heck of a lot easier. Of course, the downside is that if you are a bit worried, let's say, about your survivability, health is a resource, especially for this dungeon. You do kind of maybe miss out on that potential food mail, so things are a little bit more dangerous here.
Yeah, Cold Stare, the boss of this place, is... Vitrinus, the boss of this place, is another eyeball boss that also does a huge amount of damage if you're on
Yes, four hearts of damage.
4 hearts of damage. It's just painful. Lame.
Yeah.
He didn't let me. Stupid fire snake.
That's right. It's trying to. Do you ever get Meyer? Lane rage, I guess, or whatever it is. This is like I experienced. You know, people get like road rage. In traffic,
rage.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get sidewalk rage when I'm walking around the city because people just do not have any awareness, like for where they're walking, so they take the entire sidewalk, and I get annoyed. It's like this fire stick is right here. It's like, dude, you can share, right?
Right.
Like it's why not for 2 sprites?
Also, people have their faces in their phones, so.
Well, good thing this game was from '91.
Yeah, no phones.
I don't think phones existed. Oh, phones existed.
Phones existed.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not mobile phones.
No, they did not. No. All right, time for a glitch.
Yeah. Placing down the block is not the glitch, by the way.
It is not, no, but this is the glitch that is gonna happen now. I'm gonna shoot the fire rod and hit things in the distance. Because I have offset its vertical value. By doing a couple of small setups.
Yeah, part of the, those anti-fairies definitely switches. They look just like switches. This torch is also just a switch. See, did you see? It was actually really cool. You see like the switch up top, it actually did change color even.
Yep.
It was a very nice demonstration.
It's nice.
This is where we use our health as a resource. As you see, there's some environmental factors again. This might be, of course, it's really very intentional, but like the slime around Vitreous during this fight.
Thank you.
Textbook energy. Yeah, that is meant to do 100 damage to you. Basically, so you stand there forever, then like you will eventually die. However, we can use that to our advantage. And once we take any amount of damage, we get a couple seconds of iframes. Versus, contrary to when the eyes hit us, which is 4 hearts of damage, so 100 damage from the slime, iframes, and then Humbugh is able to use that time to really like get in there and like spin a bunch of eyeballs, right, to do maximum damage, as opposed to like slash or whatever it is that he can only do otherwise.
I don't know what I would do. I would probably lure the eyeballs forward and spin them while on dry land, I would guess. Alright, time for a small collectathon where we grab this heart piece, the bombs medallion, and then another heart piece just next to Swamp Palace, and then we have it's another dungeon.
It's kind of nice. It's almost these, let's say like little mini collectathons where you pick up something. It's almost like a palate cleanser.
Yeah, they are.
You're doing some pretty, intensive dungeons, especially when we start doing some of the later game ones, right? Cold Stare, Ice Palace, and Mire, which tends to be a bit more intense. Now it's just like, okay, I can relax a little bit, go get a heart piece, maybe I can get a little bit of a refill.
Like
a little bit of a breather.
That is actually one reason why I genuinely like this category. It's comfier in a lot of ways that any percent is not, because any percent is just boom boom boom. You are always in grave danger of dying unless you do the exact thing you're supposed to do. This is more comfy. You finish more run unless you reset after the game, I guess. But I don't know. It's a more fun way to play the game, in my opinion. Yeah, and to each their own, right? I mean, like as you said, NMG is
so heavily optimized.
Yeah.
That like the margins are extremely tight.
Yes.
Because anything extra you pick up, right, is going to be just more time.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a good time investment for you because if you need that thing to live, then you should pick it up.
Yeah.
Right. But the slower, the faster you try and go, right, like the fewer safeties you pick up. But here, Hundo, like safeties, health, armor, maybe not armor. All this other stuff is just part of the route, right? So you don't have to necessarily worry about survivability as much. It's 3 bombs, by the way. I remember that. Just in case you were running low a bit.
Come
we
again?
don't need it. The prize in the floodgate chest. That is 3 bombs.
That is 3 bombs, yes.
Yes.
That's true.
Post Aga light rolls. That blue
Yeah,
guard.
boo. I don't like that guy. It's always in
But
the
we
way.
have tempered sword now.
We do.
So the game clearly should have put a red guard there.
Thank God it didn't.
Because from our perspective, it's certainly very nice that they didn't. But I believe, again, if you want to be consistent with what the game's probably intended design was, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're here post-Aga Light World and you're doing Swamp as a second dungeon, you don't have Temper Sword, you use a Master Sword. And the game's like, oh, well, clearly we can't have this guy die in one hit, so we gotta put in Blue Guard here, right? But we're coming here with Tempered Sword, so we should have put in a Red Guard instead.
And this dungeon, since this is technically the second dungeon of the Dark World, but we do it as the 6th dungeon of the Dark World?
600, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not after this, right? Like, we're going to TR. And then...
Right, yeah. Things doesn't do that much damage in here. They do like half a heart or 1 heart. So you rarely die in Swamp. Even if you're doing normal NMG, you rarely die in Swamp. But it's just a dungeon of... It's just a place of 1,000 cuts, sort of.
Yeah. And we kind of see, like, quite the contrast, right, between, like, this and, like, Mire and Ice Palace, right? All these Stalfos that we've seen from, what, they're in Hera, I think, right? They do half a heart of damage. Fire Snakes certainly still do 1, but it's kind of more the exception rather than the norm.
Yeah.
But yeah, just every single... And again, this dungeon is not necessarily meant to just, like, hit you like a truck every single time you get hit. And again, it's more like, it nudges you... And tries to just slow you down. Maybe necessarily to be more, let's say, annoying, rather than like, I guess my run's over type of situation.
It's also mechanically kind of tricky, I think, to actually find the big key of this dungeon. If you do it the first time, it's not easy.
Just like every other water dungeon in Zelda.
Right, about
this
that.
Is one of them. Yeah, all of these are pretty confusing. Yes, I do also count ice as a, let's say, quote-unquote water dungeon. It's in water, for one. It's also ice.
It's also ice, and that is water. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you thought you wouldn't learn anything. In this run.
Got him.
Also kind of mentioned this before, right? One of the best things about going fast is we can use our boots, right? And the water, shallow water, when you try and dash through this, it slows you down. So there's a lot of things where it's even kind of more punishing if you end up getting knocked out of your dash. Restart, and all these little things are, just tends to, again, like, just incrementally slow you down, right? That you don't necessarily want to be in.
Yeah.
We finally got the big key from Left Side Swamp, which can be, especially coming from Rando, a bit more polarizing. Many people have lost races due to not going over the left side swamp. Again, this is Hundo. We know where everything is. We have to go over there.
It's so friendly.
Alright, this is also another thing that I didn't know until somebody told me about the speedrun. When Humbugh is pushing that statue up, and then he's able to, like, lift the pot while pushing the statue up, is actually what, hook dash?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I just thought that once you push this thing up, you could just kind of, like, pick up the pot.
I mean, you can.
With no other inputs? Like...
Right. You can technically, but it just requires a couple of tries. But if you're in hook speed, you you can just pick it up on first try every time.
Yeah. See, these are the things where I think you actually have to have someone either like tell you or like you read about or something.
Yeah. You need a guide for that, for sure. Like a speedrun guide.
Yeah, and I think all of these other like guides for NMG, Hundo, whatever, they're all just kind of resources that are floating out there somewhere. Airy definitely made a Hundo guide for rando runners.
Yes.
So
it's the one that I've used to learn this. The old-fashioned.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two spin.
Yeah, this is like one of the weirder differences between running this game for Hundo and any percent. In any percent, you don't want to kill this boss with a hook, with spins like I did there, with 2 spins, because it's slower. You want to menu to Fire Rod Argus twice, and then kill him with 1 spin. But in Hundo, you want to be on the hook shot after the dungeon, because you want to get hook speed off the stairs, because we want to go right from here. And if you have played a lot of NMG any percent, getting used to not menuing to Fire Rod in this dungeon, that takes like a year. It's so hard. Like muscle memory is a thing.
Muscle memory can be one of the hardest things to break.
Probably.
Very, very understandable.
Alright. I should have gotten hook speed there. We didn't need hook speed. I just walked it out.
We didn't need it.
My bad.
We're gonna get another. Yep. Yeah. These guys are great. Let me tell you about these great screens and these bombers.
Yep. Oh, it's too far to the right to get the mirror bonk.
Yeah, some of these are actually intentional. Mirror bonking is when you mirror in Dark World and then you end up landing on something, let's say illegal, and like a rock or like a wall or something where you can't really move, so the game like automatically puts you back in Dark World. But here, if we mirror like on top of the bush correctly, we actually want to get back to Dark World immediately.
That is our last bottle, I think? Yep, it's our last bottle. So this segment of the run is like the longest collectathon, where we just run around in the overworld collecting a bunch of scattered items. Most importantly, we get the gold sword and silver arrows, which is the next thing on the agenda.
The best set of quick upgrades that we're gonna get. Certainly the intended way of finishing up the game with gold sword and silver arrows. Especially if you're talking to the pyramid fairy, like you're throwing your arrows and you're like, oh well, I like you as an honest young man. These important silver arrows, you can go and use them with Ganon.
Is that far enough to the right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was good.
Yeah, this is a little contrary to Rando, because normally in Rando you just have, in this case, like 2 chests waiting for you. Because again, the attendant items you're supposed to get out here is gold sword and silver arrows. But here, and I think you alluded to this a little bit earlier, Humbugh, with the red boomerang. Yeah. Like there's a light world waterfall fairy which you can throw in the blue boomerang to get the red boomerang.
Yes.
But we didn't have to go do that because you see, opening a chest is a lot faster than coming to the pyramid fairy and then like throwing these things in, but of course like the time back that you get is well, it's required for Hundo, but yeah, the time that you can save, you get a lot of it back.
So if I have not forgotten anything, when I get my next heart piece, I should get a heart refill. Should be in the graveyard. That was a menu.
Yeah, but we also have King's Gym. This is our other invincibility item. Slightly, let's say, well, it operates differently than Berna in that it actually does give you, not only gives you invincibility, it gives you invisibility as well. Drains match a little bit faster, but does in case, especially for this game, because it gives you invisibility, there's fewer, sprites, I guess, that the game has to draw, so it actually does kind of reduce lag. As opposed to Berna, it's kind of the opposite, because Berna has these like, really pretty sparklies that do look cool, but...
sparklies are slow.
Yes, every single sparkly is like another whatever sprite that has to go draw, and we can certainly see the effects of lag. That is preventable lag.
It is. Oh. Okay.
You were correct, Humbugh. You did not forget anything. You got a refill in Graveyard Life. So there are, I guess, looking at the 20 hearts total. We have, so it looks like 4 more pieces plus Trinex as a heart. Cape usage?
Thank you. It's the only time, except for in this cave, that we actually use the cave. Just to get by those enemies a bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah, you can actually see one of the, let's say, like, benefits or differences between, in this case, the cape. Gives you invisibility, I guess lets you go through things, versus, like, Berta. Like, even Berta gives you invincibility, but you're still very much opaque.
Yep.
So you can't really go through those bumpers. Yes, we're coming here through a lumberjack. This tree, if you talk to him before Castle Tower, you'll see basically 2 lumberjacks kind of chopping down this tree and saying like, it feels like there's something different about this tree. And then after you defeat Aghanim, I guess those guys are finished. They're on to their next job, and you get to get the fruits of their labor.
Yep. Is it only in Rando that those 2 guys have their lines being like, one of them say, one of us is always lying, and the other one says one of us always tells the truth? Is that only in Rando?
Yeah, it probably is in Rando. Oh my gosh. What? How did you not get his?
I have no idea, dude.
Okay.
That was scary.
That screen is one of the most anxiety-inducing screens in the entire game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, specifically, you slash any grass, right? It's you don't want to lose health, and those that can surprise you. The guards surprise you. The crabs do 2 hearts of damage, which again, now like since we have 18, it's maybe not as dire, let's say, but still.
Alright, 2 dungeons to go.
Yeah, and this is the real, like, let's see. I won't say, like, this is, like, for the end game, probably 2 of the most intense dungeons that we have in the game. Like, we are actually doing, so Turtle Rock is the last chronological dungeon, which we're also all doing, and of course GT is forced to be the last one because we need all 7 crystals in order to get into GT. And any percent, we're kind of here on significantly less health. What is it like? Not like to a point where it's not like 6 or 7 hearts. It's just more like 12, 13 hearts, something like that.
We have 13 hearts going into this, so we have 5 more hearts than we usually do.
Yeah. So you certainly do have a little bit of leeway in terms of you get hit. Most things do 3 hearts worth of damage to you. We can certainly see in some cases where there are 2 of them, so they can like double team you, and then so you don't have like too much room.
Yeah, no.
But you have survivability.
Yep.
Here, when we're coming in for Hundo especially, right? We could probably take 1 to 2 extra hits
Yeah.
of damage. And
Yeah, we
maybe
should be, yeah. But it also makes things slower, because you want beams for this dungeon. For certain rooms that just gets way faster when you have beams.
Yeah.
So this is another...
Also looking at this menu.
Yeah.
Your inventory is so full.
It's so full. I barely know where to go.
At least I guess it's more okay. Consistent is not the right word, but it's maybe more like intuitive, as in like once you have a full grid thing, a screen of items, you can pretty much go in the cardinal directions that you want, right?
What? Oh.
Wow, that guy was the best bouncer I've ever seen.
For real.
This is a very exclusive nightclub apparently.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Okay. We almost got double teamed. Everything's fine.
Hello.
Don't worry about this room. We did it. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
We took only 1 chomp's worth of damage.
So that room, there are strats for that room that negates a lot of the RNG from the chomps. But I'm bad at those. So I go for the normal strats, which is try to look at where they're going. And if one of them is going to the middle of the room, I go to the direction of where that guy is. But in this case, both of them were going to the outside of the room, which meant that I had no good way of going, and the way that I chose ended up being the chomp that continued moving, in that case to the right, blocking the switch from my beam, and I was just screwed.
Yep. Yeah, this I think people in this community have done informal, like, worst enemies in the game.
Yeah.
And Chomp's ranks probably I know
Number
a lot of
2.
people have
They're
ranked
number
the
2.
First.
They're number
Yeah,
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, top 3 is definitely like
Yes.
very, very solid.
Yeah, yeah. Number 1, of course, being Tetra.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, all those little
Squirrels.
squirrels. Yeah, the looking things on the mountain that just kind of move in very sporadic ways. Yeah, I think we saw this earlier when we were on the mountain. Humbugh like ended up slashing one, and then like so you can't actually kill it normally without powder or quake. And so if you just slash it, it freezes in place for about 8 seconds. So dead rocks, especially if they block your path, you can't get past them. You are seething in your seats.
It's probably the most annoying time loss there is.
Yeah, it is. Because sometimes, for the most part, again, if you have bad RNG, sometimes you gotta take it, right?
Yeah.
But even if you try and slash it out of the way, it doesn't necessarily land always the way you want it to.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, why? Why did this happen? Okay, alright. For those of you who are excited about the final shield upgrade of the game,
There it is.
GG. We have it.
The problem is that we don't see Link from
everywhere.
From anywhere, basically. That was
This-
very good.
This mirror shield also, like, and I'm not necessarily sure if this is like the last dungeon of the game, and therefore we didn't really have very many other uses for it,
Yeah.
right? But the mirror shield I think is useful when getting the small key from Laser Bridge.
It also
I don't
blocks
know-
beams from Wizrobes. Or it doesn't block them, it
okay.
reflects them. So it has some uses, but yeah, it's useful to get this key that I'm about to get. But you can just ignore that and just run past this laser anyway.
Yeah, and I think that probably, again, because this is the last dungeon of the game before GG, there's not really much, let's say, like, things that are exclusive to Mirror Shield that you can block. Because, for example, if you get, we didn't get this because it's an intermediate up shield upgrade, but there is the Fire Shield, which is, you can either throw it into Waterfall Ferry, or you can go buy it from Curiosity Shop for 500 rupees. And that blocks fireballs, which is actually pretty useful.
It's very good
Like,
against
especially
blind.
blind. Yeah, and like among other random like shooters or whatever, right? And those are pretty prevalent throughout the entire game. But here for Mirror Shield, like yeah, it can block whiz ropes. Reflect whiz ropes. It can block like the lasers that we saw on Laser Bridge. There are a couple of those eyes in GT, but it's kind of.
But that's it. That's it.
It doesn't. My biggest gripe with Mirror Shields, I really wanted to block Beamos beams, and it doesn't. It's like of all things,
yeah,
that would have been kind of nice to block.
That would actually be sick if you could block the Beamos beam to go back to the Beamos and kill the Beamos.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
I think they probably put that in for Ocarina of Time mechanics, sort of. I think, like you can, like with the Mirror Shield, I think you can reflect the beams from the Beamos, and then you can kind of hurt it.
Yeah, you can. That's an inferior game, so I don't keep up with it.
Yeah, that's right. And at least it learned from its predecessors.
Yeah, it did.
All right, okay. We have come full circle, by the way, in terms of lore. We had broken into Hyrule Castle, rescued Zelda. She got abducted and sent to
again,
Castle, and now we finally we have broken into Turtle Rock, the end game escape, and rescued her from Trinex. And I think this one, like, especially in the English version that I remember playing, she does tell you, like, oh, you're the hero. Go to Ganon's tower. We'll use our powers to unlock the the dungeon, etc. Oh right, I forgot about hookshot games. That's right. Yeah, this is our second. No, this is our last piece, right?
This is our last heart piece. I will have 20 hearts after this. And then I only need to get one more item, and then I am good to go. Beat Ganon.
Yeah. Right. This is when you're happy to see 20 hearts.
Yep. Very happy.
If you didn't, that means you forgot something.
Yep.
And you're very sad.
And then you're very sad. Like you either forget a heart or you forget a bottle. That's basically the only two things that you can forget, sort of. But
of course, historically, I was gonna say, like historically, like any type of speedrun games don't have a tracker, right? That's more of a rando thing.
Yeah.
I know people use trackers, like that you can. There's nothing stopping you from doing that for regular Link to the Past types of gameplay, but it's hard to tell in this case. There's no like auto tracking. Everything's manual. If you forget something from the tracker, it's not always necessarily reflective of the game, and then yeah, we do have menus that kind of help us in this case see like what we already have so far, but you don't usually are paying attention to like the other stuff that's like not immediate to what you're trying to do in the menu, right? Like I need to go to Boomerang, so I'm gonna go look at the menu part and make sure that I have menued over to the Boomerang, or I'm moving over to the hammer, or the whatever else I need. I'm not paying attention to like my crystals or my heart pieces and stuff. That would also be kind of sad, by the way. You forget, like, well, I guess maybe you can't forget a dungeon, maybe with the exception of Ice Palace.
Yeah.
Since you need every other item in the dungeon.
Right.
Yeah, from dungeons, except Rice.
Right. And Turtle Rock, I guess, but it's just right on the mountain, so there's no way you're gonna forget that.
Yeah. We also did walk by Rando Room, aptly named, because
we only go there in Rando.
Yeah. Is that room even available in the Prac app?
No idea.
Okay. Alright. I think that chest has bombs. No, it has
arrows. It has 10 arrows. Yes.
Yeah, and maybe a minor difference. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're seeing the Sparklies in action. Not only for offense, but also for the amount of time it took to reach an Armos.
It's so slow. Whenever I do Silver's Armos in the vanilla game where we have lag, I like the first arrow I fire, I always like press my Y button for an extended amount of time, so that I like don't try to press it again too fast afterwards. It's just to make myself know that the lag is there. You can see it right there as well. Like it's so laggy.
But it's still, I guess, it's faster to like shoot that arrow versus like swap the
use
a boomerang and then
sure,
like going back and all that.
Yes.
And a rando specific thing is that you can switch back to regular arrows if you wanted. Primarily because I think because of the lag is that you're able to switch them off. But here in the regular game, once you get the upgrade, you can't really switch back anymore. Which is a little bit of a disappointment, but it's fine. Yeah.
Oops. Well, we got the dash. Let's go.
Yeah, we got the dash. Yeah. And honestly, like I think if NMG actually had the option of switching over, like I don't know if it would be worth it to you. If you like somehow could menu over to regular arrows, or like then be able to use them here in the gauntlet.
Probably not. No.
Okay. Because silver still there's just so much time.
They are slow. Hey.
Oh, but they are quite powerful.
They are very powerful.
Alright, this guy was
Mario Kart.
Bit of a chaser.
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, though, pretty decent gauntlet.
It's okay.
So you're kind of seeing, similar to a lot of other SNES games, or kind of like games in general, we're seeing a refight of the earlier bosses. So all of Light World bosses, at least. And we used regular arrows on Armos and Lamos, one. And now we're going to see the contrast between regular arrows and silver arrows.
Yeah, they are fairly powerful.
They're, yes, basically one shot per thing versus, was it 3 for Armos and then 4 for Lamos?
Yeah.
And then, especially in Hundo, because you normally hear with Tempered Sword and 80%, but in Hundo, you have Gold Sword. And so fighting Moldorm, 1 with Fighter Sword, contrasted with Gold Sword here, it's significantly easier and faster.
Hey! Nice.
Nice torches. Nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
We've learned from our previous attempts.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Nada. Torches room that Humbugh has
definitely
spent a lot of time practicing and getting right, so he could do well on this. Okay, that is a visual effect. The bomb did explode, but for some reason it just doesn't necessarily have the bomb animation.
Yeah.
Okay. Humbugh did say that we are going to attempt the use of our boots.
Ah!
Almost.
God damn it.
Almost. Yeah, the GC climb, even on, let's say, max equipment, can still be pretty challenging.
Gonna ignore that. Just gonna finish the run.
That's right. Dane actually pointing out.
Oh!
You only have 3 arrows.
Whoops. Thank you, Dane.
Okay, alright, we're gonna see some extra content.
We
we're
are gonna see some extra
content. Of silvers and silverless Ganon. So, this
are you sure
goes
about
back.
that, though?
Oh, well, are you not gonna roll your arrows?
I thought that was arrows. Damn it!
Oh, no! It's 20 rupees. The game was like literally.
Why is that money?
Dungeons.
Like, seriously, why is that money? Come on.
Have you seen all the other like junk fill items in the game, like for dungeons? Literally everything else that's there, like that's not extremely useful, like a heart piece or something, is just 20 rupees. That's like that's it.
Why is there barely any magic in
know.
ice?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, some of these games, again, like when you see somebody do a dungeon correctly or like it's an intended way, everyone like you're just like, oh, okay, like I have just enough resources to do blank, or this looks pretty manageable. I can also do this. If you end up dying in Ice Palace, Skull Woods, I think Sanchez, maybe you mentioned this before.
Yeah.
Like when you run out of those resources, like you need magic to get into Ice Palace,
Yep.
and Colster takes up all of your magic. You die to Moth, and you need like almost a full bar of magic just to get back to Mothula, right? Like that part sucks so much. It's very, very punishing,
It's so
and you don't
punishing.
really necessarily realize that until you kind of experience it yourself.
Right. All right, so I'm gonna have to do some silverless, huh?
So Humbugh's gonna give us a demonstration and compare and contrast to how powerful silver arrows are versus not having them. Just like what we did for light world bosses, right?
Right.
We saw them with regular arrows, and now we're gonna see them with silver arrows. The Ganon fight is also a very technical fight. Ganon requires normally 12 hits with Tempered Sword for phases 1 and 2, but because we have Gold Sword, it only requires 6. Everything's kind of half. You can fight Ganon with Master Sword, that is a category. You're kind of intended to get Tempered Sword, but because the game essentially intends to like force you to have Master Sword, but Tempered is not required. You can, I believe, intended to be damaged. But yes, this one is if you don't have silvers, you can in fact beat Ganon or hit Ganon. It just happens to be a lot faster when you have silver arrows.
Alright, okay.
GG's.
GG's. Thank you.
Well played. Fun run.
Fun run. Humbugh is very fun. I think Humbugh is technical in the right places. That's why I find it so fun. Because it is technical, and there are multiple places in the game where there are some technicalities that you will never encounter if you only play any percent. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there are definitely also a lot of extra content, right?
Yep.
Rooms,
Oh, yeah.
strats that you end up doing in Humbugh because
Overworld.
80%. Yeah, that's right. There's a lot more movement involved.
Yeah.
And as you kind of mentioned also before, because it's also a bit more comfy as well, you get more equipment. You don't always have to be worried about on the brink of death.
Right.
Every single screen.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because in any normal any percent, if you're on a run, you don't only have to worry about actually going very fast. The tiniest little mistake won't only lose you time; it will also heighten your pulse because now you can die. And that can barely happen here at all. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're not worried about necessarily losing your runs to I died to Cold Stare.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you still die to Cold Stare. Don't get me wrong. You're free to do so, but the chances of you dying to Cold Stare is
significantly reduced. All right, that was cool. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Humbugh, for running this.
Thank you, Clearmouse, for commentating.
This was a lot of fun. Very much worth being awake for this.
You mean setting your alarm at 6:45?
I set 3 alarms. Yes.
You set 3 alarms. Let's go.
just to make sure I was up for this.
That makes sense.
But yeah, and again, I want to say thank you so much, Alex, for for hosting this marathon. Again, these are always so much fun.
Yes,
Really, always glad to be obviously very honored to be part of this. So thank you so much for hosting and having us.
Yeah. This is such a cool event. It's so fun to have these speedrun events just happen at this point kind of regularly. I like that. There's no pressure to continue that, but they are really, really fun, and we all just enjoy them a lot. Watchers, runners, commentators, all of us. It's really cool. So, so thank you, Nissan, for doing that. And thank you, ESA, for hosting as well.
I don't know if we're supposed to transition.
No clue. Maybe Nissan has fallen asleep during the chest games. I don't know.
games go a little bit faster than Dig Game. Like that one,
They do.
like the turnaround time is very fast, right?
Right,
So
yeah,
then
yeah,
that one you feel a little bit more engaged.
Yeah.
It's maybe like a soccer versus basketball type of thing. Actually, do you guys call it soccer too, or do you call it football?
It's football.
Football here.
Football, yeah. Soccer is made up.
I'm showing my American bias.
No, I don't think the credits are that important, Nissan. You can switch us over to the next run whenever you want.
I also want to thank Alex again for organizing all of this. I know it's a lot of work to be able to put everything together. So much coordination. I mean, like at the end of like the announcement that we get, right? Like, oh, okay, the marathon is happening. Here's the schedule. Like, there is so much organization and like logistics, right? To be able to put all these runs together, having everything fit. Of course, even getting the runs and submissions, looking at all of them. I mean, it's so much. Really, really do appreciate all the things you do.